What turned a regular auto rickshaw driver into one of the India's most feared criminals in Tamil Nadu's history? Is it the movie he talked about? Is it the inspiration he got from it, like he said he did? Or it's just corruption? Hi, I'm Shiny, and I'll tell you murder mysteries while sketching, so the story feels a little less traumatizing and we can still pay respect to the victim and Katha. Gauri Shankar, better known as Otto Shankar, was born on January 21st, 1954 in Kanganallur, Vellet district, Tamil Nadu. He came from a pretty modest background, yet he used to take a very odd job. But he eventually became an auto rickshaw driver. It was his first job that gave him the access of the city street, people, what's the hidden corners as well. The auto rickshaw didn't only give him the livelihood, but it also became a gateway into Chennai's criminal world. Over time, Shankar developed a powerful network that included local criminals, corrupt officials, and political contacts. Complaints against him pretty much disappeared because the witnesses really got scared. By 1988, Shankar's criminal operation crossed the line. One of the most shocking cases involved his third wife, Lalita. It was when Shankar learned that she had eloped with his associate Sudalai Muthu. Both were killed. Lalita's body was buried on his own property, while Sudalai Muthu's body was destroyed and disposed. But do you think the violence stopped there? Well, the answer is a pretty big no, because a man called Ravi also confronted him about the violence he was creating, and Shankar silenced him as well. People whispered his name cautiously. Parents warned the children about him, yet for years he continued operating unchecked. What made Shankar especially terrifying wasn't just the killing, it was his cold calculation. However, every killer will get back what they're doing. His downfall began when one relative of a missing family refused to stay silent. An investigative journalist started connecting the dots. Once police began their digging, the scale of his crime became impossible to ignore. As investigation later revealed, the confirmed murder count stood at 6, but the fear spread pretty far wider. In May 1991, a session court sentenced where Shankar and two of his associates were sentenced to death. On April 27, 1995, Otto Shankar was executed by hanging at Salim Central Prison. Several accomplices, including his own brother Mohan, was also sentenced to life in prison. Decade later, Otto Shankar's story still haunts Chennai. His life has been loosely dramatized in films and web series. One came in 1990s, a Tamil film directed by R.K. Selvamani, another in 2005 by Kannada Industry starring Upendra and Shilpa Shetty. It was directed by T. Rajendra Babu. And a lot more series and films took the idea to represent the cruelty of this world from his story. But beyond the screen, his case remained a warning, a reminder of how corruption and silence can allow an ordinary man to become a monster. Well, thank you. That's my time. I hope you all stay safe out there.